So one day when I was meditating, I had this deep thought that I would take a few people in our church on a spiritual retreat. But here's the problem. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I decided to contact Trey Van Camp, my coach from Vlog Your Ministry, because he recently went on a spiritual retreat. And if anyone knows, out of all people in the world, how to do a spiritual retreat, it is this guy.
So like the day I read about it, I scheduled a retreat, having no idea how to run one.
Okay, full disclosure, that statement that Trey just made was right before his first spiritual formation retreat, and now he's even went on a second spiritual formation retreat with his church. So if anyone in the world can help my church develop a spiritual formation retreat, it is Trey. So without any further ado, here's the conversation Trey and I had about developing a spiritual formation retreat for our church.
Yeah, so I'm excited about, so actually, when is your retreat?
February 2nd, so we're doing a one-day retreat, cool. 11 in the morning to 7 p.m.
I loved doing the spiritual formation retreat in September, and we were like, okay, after that was done and we got home, I was like, we have to do this once, like every 4 months. Like, it was huge for us. It was one of the best things we did in 2019. So I spent a lot of time trying to figure out, like, I imagine even still for you, it's like, how should this go? What should I include? What do I not include? You know what I mean? So what do you have right now? What are you thinking? Is there like a direction you want to take?
I wanted to teach our church. Hold on one second. Hurry up. Moving too slow. I just wanted to teach our church how to slow down, not be in such of a rush, so we can create space to actually hear from the voice of God. See, I believe God is always talking, but we're not always listening, or we're too busy to receive what he has for us. So this spiritual retreat is really about creating space so we can hear from God and he can form something brand new in our hearts. So when I got here, I was a little bit under the weather. Feeling a little bit better right now. But this spiritual retreat has been awesome. We're about 4 hours in, and God is speaking to our hearts about some things that we need to work on, some things that we need to do, and just ultimately understanding what it is to slow down and to rest in him. We definitely have to do this again.
And so what I did too is I just turned on some background music. No words, lyrics, but just like this ambient thing. And I just was like, hey, you got 30 minutes. Just like, don't rush this, process this out with God. When you're thinking of all the greens, thank him. When you're thinking of all the reds, still find a way to thank him. And also, like, for a lot of them, they're like, we never, like, that was a bad season. I never reflected on it and thanked God that because of that bad season, I'm now where I should be. So it was a good opportunity for them to thank. And then I encourage them at the end, like some of your mentors, send them a thank you text tonight, you know, pray for them, appreciate them. And then also I ended with like, who can you do that for people? Like, how are you mentoring people? So like the whole thing was just really reflective, and people were in tears. Like, it was like I had no idea how much that would like change the atmosphere of the rest of the time.
I realized that my church needed this. When I was there, I realized that I needed this. A time to get away from my normal responsibilities and come to God with no agenda and allow him to speak to my heart. See, I think sometimes we just view God as distant and non-relational. And if we view God with a one-sided perspective, it impacts who God becomes in our life. So I just want to encourage you to create space, not so God can finally talk, but so you can finally listen. God is good.